Welcome to the Tennis Warehouse racket review of the Prince Phantom 100P 2024. The Prince Phantom 100P features a thin and classic box beam construction that tapers from 16.5 millimeters in the throat to 20.5 millimeters at the tip. This third generation of the Phantom 100P carries on Textreme technology, which is a thin carbon layer that enhances feel and stability, and is now combined with Zylon, a synthetic polymer that further enhances the stability of the frame without sacrificing the maneuverability. Prince's anti-torque system is located at the 2 and 10 o'clock locations of the hoop to help resist racket twisting on off-center contact. The 16x18 string pattern makes for easy access to spin and neck clearance, while the 59 stiffness rating supplies a silky smooth and comfortable feel that the Phantom line is known for.
What stood out to me with this racket and what I think makes it so unique is the really flexible feel at contact. I don't think you're gonna find too many modern rackets out on the market that have such a flexible feel outside of this Phantom line of rackets. So on court for me, I found I was able to get a lot of spin on my shots. I found this racket to be fairly easy to swing. It felt easier to swing than the previous version, which I appreciated. Actually, my favorite shot to hit with it was my backhand slice. I just felt like I was able to knife my shots and keep them low. And whether I was hitting shots from the baseline or up at net, when I was making contact in the sweet spot, it felt really, really great. Nice and buttery feel. Outside of it, it didn't feel the most forgiving. But my biggest downside here was just the lack of overall power. I just felt like I had to swing a lot to try to put the ball away. So I had to kind of switch up my game a bit with this racket. I was hitting more slices, more droppers, more touch shots, instead of just trying to blast all out winners. But overall, this was a very fun play test for me simply because of how unique it is. And I think if you're a player that's looking for an arm-friendly racket, something that has a more of a classic feel, then I think you're gonna enjoy this one.
Of all the new Prince Phantom frames that Prince just released, the 100P at a 310 gram frame weight was the ideal one for me. From tip to grip, this racket just played and felt great. I'll start with the grip. I would say Prince pallets seem to fit and make sense to my hand probably better than any other manufacturer's pallet shape that I can think of. And then up from there, we're looking at a nice thin beam offering tons of control, comfort, flex. And then to kind of back that up with some power is a 310 gram frame weight, which gets you to about 11.6, 11.7 once it's all strung up. And overall, this racket was great at absorbing pace, changing direction of the ball. I could play my game, and the 16-18 pattern definitely offers really easy access to topspin. It made it a little more challenging on the backhand slice, but it wasn't a hindrance at all. So just overall, probably my favorite Phantom frame play test of this year so far, just a great all-court stick.
Was really looking forward to the update of this Phantom 100P. I was a big fan of the two previous iterations, and I think this one really is a good update here. A little bit more maneuverable feeling than the previous version, and then a slight different material with the Zylon in the Textreme. I think gives it a nice stable feel, even though it is really fast and maneuverable. As far as the sweet spot goes, Jay kind of touched on it, really sweet in the middle, maybe a little bit deader on the outside. So I think one thing that I would do is string my polys, like these Prince polys that we have in here, string them low. I strung right about 45 pounds, and I felt like that really opened up things, and it was still okay because it's a low powered frame. And then also I'd probably add just a little bit of weight at 3 and 9 because I do like a higher swing weight. But I really like this thin, flexible, classic kind of beam construction. Also the 16x18 string pattern is really, really spin friendly. So from the baseline to serves, I found really easy access to spin. So I think this is a great classic filling racket, very comfortable, not a ton of power, but I think for those players out there that are crafty, like to use the angles, like the touch and feel in the drop shots, this is a beautiful racket, and I definitely give this one a demo. For this review, we tried a variety of different strings, but for today we have the Prince Tour XP at 48 pounds and the Prince Vortex strung up at 50 pounds. And for more information on this racket or anything tennis related, be sure to head to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.